Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Moments away as the drama awaits. From Atlanta, Georgia, the Cavaliers taking on the Hawks. For Cleveland, they're well aware that starting the season on the road can make for a choppy start. They plan to rise to the challenge and steal a first win here. Hawks, Cavs is next, right after this. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatically improved his perimeter shooting over his career, but he said, "I've tried not to fall in love with it too much. Where I'm going to make my money is also rebounding. That's a stat I always look at because it can help a team win even when the shot's not falling." Kevin?
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, D.A. Thanks. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Hunter is out there with Parker. And it's Young. Then it's Reddish. And it's Len in at the 5. Now here's Love. Osman, the pass to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sexton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Love. Shots good from Young. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Here's Garland following the basket by Trae Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Garland. Pass to Sexton. Lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
So that's in rhythm and right on target, as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
Now here's Reddish. He dishes it to Parker. Young outside. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Boston. Passes it to Len. Kicks it to Parker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Osman. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Over Reddish. Len grabs the board.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now Young. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago. Parker, right side, 6 to shoot. And the pass to Len. Back to Parker. Offensive rebound. Len, good.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up, snag that rebound.
Now, here's Garland. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by the Hawks. Young outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Maybe not a super athlete, or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
Len against Thompson. Rejected by Len.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
They get the rebound. Thompson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now, here is Young. Tight defense on him. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Young outside. Over in the corner, Reddish. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And you love the aggressiveness of Young tacking off the dribble. And Brent, for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside. He can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin. But it still comes down to that range where Trae Young has confidence to pull up from just about anywhere to get his offense going.
That shot off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Now, here's Garland. To the inside, Thompson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside, most of his shots coming around the rim.
Young pass to Reddish. Now, Hunter. It's Parker, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Over Love. Trying to get open is Len. Parker's shot is off.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer. And he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Looking now at some numbers for Parker. A very nice season for him last year. Came in about 14 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Now, here's Parker. His last outing, he had 18 points. The dish to Hunter. Just his first attempt. Trying to get open is Len. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Sexton dishes to Garland. Pass to Osman. Love inside. Len on him. With the teardrop, Len grabs the board. Len's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Young, and he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 8.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Now, here's Garland, defended by Young. Pass to Garland. Over Young. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And Young kicks to Bembry. Passes to Hunter. Here's Len. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Osman. No points in the game yet for him. Sexton finds Love. Back to Sexton. No good with the triple.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And it's good. 2 points.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
The Cavaliers trail by 6.
This Hawks team built around youth, and probably the most attention-getting younger player is Trae Young. What an unbelievable second half to his rookie season. Almost challenging Luka Doncic for the Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, an incredible shooter, but plays with a tremendous amount of confidence, and we'll see how far that confidence can take this young core as they continue to grow under their young coach, Lloyd Pierce.
And here's Love, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead. And the question for Young now, can he reach the level Curry has?
I think that question is just completely misplaced. We're going to just try to let Trae Young be the best version of himself. He reminds you of Steph Curry, but those accomplishments are I think, a little bit out of reach, Kevin. Trae Young does have in front of him an unbelievable opportunity here in Atlanta to become and push his potential as far as he wants it to go.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A different look now for Cleveland. Porter's checked in for Osman. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Now here's Nance. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now off the inbound. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Herter passes to Bembry. Here's Fernando. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 11-point game. Dellavedova finds Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Good D by Jones.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Bembry the pass to Herter. Shot clock at 6. To the middle and stolen by Love. Outside Porter. Shot from 12. Trained for 2 points. Atlanta leading by 10. The pass to Fernando. Here's Herter, covered by Nance. Here's Herter. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Dellavedova kicks to Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Love's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Cleveland. Here's Herter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fernando, the pass to Carter. Over Porter. And it's Carter missing. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Porter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Herder, defended by Dellavedova. Love right side. And again, it's Cleveland.
Love hitting that shot with consistency there, mid-range Jake.
Herder passes to Carter. Over Porter. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jameson, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine Jameson and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Carter, Bembry out there with Jones, and it's Herder in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Now here is Dellavedova. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And well, a chance now to check out Larry Nance. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Now here is Dellavedova. Clock at 4. There's Porter with the 3. They get it back. Thompson passes to Nance. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Well, the athleticism here runs in the genes for Larry Nance Jr. You remember his dad back in 1984 was in the NBA slam dunk contest. And the cool story about Larry Nance playing in Cleveland, in the town he grew up in. That's awesome stuff.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Now here is Carter. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, Cleveland. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
And a coaching hire by the Cavaliers that caught most off guard. John Beilein had led the Michigan Wolverines for 12 seasons, their all-time leader in coaching wins.
Well, there was also talk the year prior about John Beilein joining the Detroit Pistons organization, so finally making the jump to the NBA, where it's a much different challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is that Coach Beilein implements a lot of his offensive schemes that were so successful in college.
And of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Here's Herder, following the score by Cleveland. Dishes to Reddish. Not going to go that time. And Cleveland the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Fernando can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. 16 feet away. Porter, no luck. And it's Jones with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the Kings after this game, and that game concludes a 5-game homestand. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Atlanta. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Thompson.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Here's Huerter. Defended by Dellavedova. Pass to Fernando. Here's Huerter. Off the left rim and out.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. Porter in the corner. No good on the triple.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And Jones slams it in.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Huerter's pass leads to an open look.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Porter. Oh, Nance in position.
We talk a lot about confidence, and Larry Nance Jr., I believe, has a quiet confidence about the way he goes about his business.
Atlanta leading by 6. Reddish with the ball. 8 points for him. Here's Fernando. Here's Huerter. Up and in on the layup. Huerter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Focused shot there and a tough one. Give Huerter credit.
Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. And here's Clarkson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Thompson dishes to Nance. Clock at 6. Pass to Porter. Launches a 3. Cleveland gets it back. Here's Thompson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Thompson's got 8 points.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Porter. Colin Sexton comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Garland.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Parker. He kicks it to Young. Lets it go with the 3. Reddish the pass to Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Inside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Darius Garland picks one up. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Parker with the steal. Knocked loose. Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Sexton kicks to Garland. Thompson against Len. Garland dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Osman. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, no good. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's Garland, picks one up.
It's really all about Trae Young and his skill. And you know how many hours that takes, Kevin? I mean, he is putting time in the gym to show you what he's capable of out here on this floor, and he makes it look easy.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. The open look here for Sexton. Kept alive, Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Now Young, 17 points in the game. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And there's the pass to Thompson. Pass to Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Sexton's got 5 now.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Young finds Parker. Three-pointer, and Trae Young hits the three. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Sexton. His 5th miss, out 2 for 7 from the floor.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Pass to Len, to the paint. It's tipped. Young outside. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Atlanta.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Love in the post, covered by Parker. The wide-open look here for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Here's Young. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
Andre Bembry's checked in for Reddish. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, 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 very minimal what happens. But what I like is that players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock. And I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
More strategy.
Last year, interesting under-the-radar season as Tristan Thompson statistically had a very, very good year. A career best rate in rebounding, scoring, and assists. That's a big guy down on the inside. And Tristan Thompson provides you some great foundation on a nightly basis to bring physicality to the game.
Here's Osman following the 3 by Atlanta. 1:25 left in the first half. Lets it go from the wing. They get it again. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Cleveland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And as well as he played last season, the former Ironman, Tristan Thompson, struggled with injury.
Yeah, fewest games played of his career in any given season, and for a guy who went 4 straight seasons playing every game, deep into the playoffs, games that physically and mentally take a toll on you, last season was a tough one for Tristan that way.
Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And the skill set of Kevin Love is valuable. Big man who can shoot the 3, a great rebounder, and he's doing a lot of things well here.
Now here's Parker. Down low. Beyond the arc. That one's not going to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Garland with it. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Love. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
Young for 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks on top. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if you can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 26 points and 2 assists. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Tipping off the second half, here's John Beilein's 5. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shots good from Young.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Love, no luck. Atlanta leading by 4. To the inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
For Atlanta, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
They've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find. I respect Kevin Love's ability in these pick-and-roll sets. Makes contact with the screen and then rolls right to the right spot.
And Young, here we go. And the layup is good. Young's got 33 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. He feeds it to Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Alex Len picks one up. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Now, here is Young, following the shot by Tristan Thompson.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Love wide open. He fires. Drills the baseline jumper. Love's got 14.
That's a huge part of Love's game right now. A catch-and-shoot player. He has great confidence in that shot.
Young passes to Parker. Inside, Len. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Young outside. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hunter no good. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Sexton with it. 5 points in the game. Reddish grabs the rebound. Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Looking at the numbers for Young, he had a strong showing last season. Put up about 19 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh, Nance in position.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Reddish. He's got 8. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Young comes over to help. In the corner, it's Clarkson. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And here is Dellavedova. Kicks to Clarkson. Back to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. Now the pass to Garland. Rebounded by the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Love against Young. Pass to Fernando. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nance outside. Now the feed to Dellavedova. He kicks it to Garland. Tries from 10. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Hawks leading by 7. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Jones checked in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Trae Young. Porter's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Huerter and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And in his rookie season, Kevin Huerter out of Maryland taking his time and finding his spots.
Yeah, after his sophomore year in Maryland, Kevin felt like he was ready for the NBA. And I think Travis Schlenk, the general manager of the Hawks, looking at shooting as something he wanted to build on coming from the Golden State Warriors. He got a great shooter in Huerter.
Now here's Nance. He's got 8. Love, no luck.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Here's Huerter. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Huerter's got 8 points.
Shot preparation is fantastic as Huerter's able to get his feet set that time.
Dellavedova, the pass to Love. Clarkson taking his time here. To end the drought, Nance trying to break loose. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Love.
Now, Kevin Love can score from everywhere, and it's hard to figure out a way right now for this defense to slow him down.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Bembry. Over Porter. Bembry misses.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
The Hawks leading by 6. Huerter passes to Bembry. Passes it to Fernando. Here's Huerter. Takes a 3. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Here's Clarkson. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Picked off in midair. The pass to Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Dellavedova, the pass to Clarkson. Now here is Dellavedova. D right on him. Now Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Nice shot from the wing. Clarkson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Decision making is a big part of Jordan Clarkson and how he can impact the game. That time made a very nice read.
Here's Fernando. He dishes it to Carter. From deep. That one doesn't go. And Cleveland the other way now.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
Here's Herter. 8 points for him. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Parker's checked in. The switch here also for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Now here is Carter. It's a three-point game. Cranes the three-pointer. Herter's got 11 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that one's good by Porter. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Herter. He's got 11. Here's Jones. The 17-footer goes down. Jones has got his second bucket.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sexton comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porter.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And last year, not only did the Cavs fail to return to the finals, they only won 19 games.
Yeah, and they won 50 games the year before without Kyrie. That's how much LeBron James meant to this franchise. He defines the word irreplaceable.
Alex Len's checked in for Jones. Now here's Nance. 10 points for him. Porter looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Atlanta. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Carter penetrating, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rebounded by the Hawks. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Len passes to Herter. Carter outside. Back to Herter. Pass to Bembry. Shoots the 3. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Young's checked in for the Hawks. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. On the wing, Porter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Jabari Parker. Bembry out there with Young. Then there's Len, and it's Herter in at the small forward position. And they get it back. Thompson with the bucket.
Colin Sexton forced into the role in Cleveland with tons of minutes, but also having to orchestrate the offense for a very young team.
Now, here is Young from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Osman, defended by Young. Garland with it. Pass to Osman to tie it up. Here's Thompson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hawks leading to the middle. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I love how Jabari gets to the rim and goes strong. That time up over the top.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Garland kicks to Osman. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Sexton, defended by Young. Offensive rebound, Thompson.
Well, Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap two hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
That free throw missing.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Here's Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Now, here's Sexton. On the wing, Porter. From 17 feet out, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks leading by 6. Young from outside. That shot off the mark. Now, here's Garland, defended by Young. Garland, the pass to Sexton. For the 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now Sexton, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. There's Garland, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Look at the youth movement here going on in Cleveland. They had a lottery pick to work with 2 seasons in a row. Now a college coach coming in with a bunch of young players. You wonder if some of their veteran guys might not be around the entire season as they look to continue to try to collect some assets to rebuild this franchise.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Brent, the Cavaliers have been lucky with high lottery picks.
They got really lucky with that #1 pick in LeBron James many moons ago, Kevin. But it's time for a rebuild here in Cleveland, and you wonder what the rookies that are coming in this season, along with John Beilein as a tremendous offensive coach in college at the University of Michigan, if this all doesn't help accelerate some of the learning curve for these young, talented players.
Love trying to break loose. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Young taking his time here. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Osman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room. Kicks it to Len. From deep three-point range, the Cavaliers pull it in. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Love. Back to Osman. Clock at 6. Passes it to Love. Another three for Cleveland.
He just has such a nice touch for a big man. Love's three-point shooting, a huge part of why he damages defensive schemes.
Now, here is Young. And here's Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the pass to Len. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. From deep. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Len with it. He kicks it to Hunter. Back to Len. Young outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
That one drops for him.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Young trying to get open his Len. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just one on the basket from Young. Cleveland with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Now, here's Garland, defended by Young. Here's Thompson, and the layup's good off the glass. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for Cleveland.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now, here is Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 11 in the second half.
And they've had him bottled up here in the fourth, just 2 of 7 from the field.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Osman. To the paint. Here's Love. Here's Thompson. The putback. Back to Osman. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip now.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Cavaliers leading. And Garland has it in the corner. Back to Osman. Feeds to Love. Sexton kicks to Osman. A 3-ball. Cleveland gets it back. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jabari Parker.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities. And speeding up the offense, something the Hawks began last season.
It was interesting for the Hawks kind of zigging while everybody's zagging as they made it a priority to get to the offensive glass, along with tons more field goal attempts in their offense, and that's been giving some defenses fits.
Here's Sexton. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Rejected by Len. 3-on-3. Here's Parker. Pass to Len. Parker kicks to Reddish. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Osman. Passes it to Garland. From deep three-point range. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Sexton. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Atlanta's shooting 47%, pretty solid. And that one's good. Hunter.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Thompson outside. Kicks to Sexton. Poked away. Parker with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Young's got 40 points.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Love dishes to Garland. 6 to shoot. The pass to Osman. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now, here is Young. He's covered closely. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers trail by 5. There's Garland. Misses and the dry spell continues.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Now, here is Young. High, arcing shot. 41 seconds left in the game. Young with the steal. And here we go. Hawks running again. And it's Hunter with the jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Trae Young.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Atlanta. They lead by 7. Now Young. From deep. Can't connect. And so the Hawks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the first game of